Hi everybody, it's Jen again. Oh, I am back with an FO and it's pretty stinking awesome if I do say so myself. Um, I may make some of these. I showed the bag earlier in my other video today. Um, the one that I made before, but it was smaller and it was made with cotton piping from Joann's and some batik fabrics and purse handles from Joann's. So I had some purse handles in stock here at home, and I ordered the cotton clothesline from Amazon a few days ago and it came today. So before it came today, I had my strips cut. For the most part, I hand cut some shorter and then extended some as I went along and made my big long strip of fabric all connected. Then I steam pressed them over the ironing board that hangs on our door, and pressed the seams open so I wouldn't have too much bulk there. And then I followed that lady's tutorial on how to do an oval basket after I watched her part 1. I think part 2 is the oval basket. Rosie, I think it's Rosie's Art Studio, something like that. I put a link in the other video earlier, my biggest video of the day, like 40-some minutes. So you can find that link there. I may get around to posting the link in this video below for all y'all that want to try your hand at it. I will say this, she said once you make the big long piping, and it took 100 feet of clothesline, people, 100 feet even. I just used up the whole clothesline. I had a little bit of extra fabric strip left over that can go into another bag, but I have some extra fabric strips. I just chain those along, chain piece those end to end like she does in her video, until I just had enough of doing that and went on to pressing it. So it just happened to be just a little over what I needed to cover the 100 feet of clothesline. It is cotton clothesline. You can probably get by with nylon that you can get at Walmart, but 100 feet for $6 and some change on Amazon. I bought 4 of them. So that was a great deal. So I'm not sure exactly how much this bag cost to make. I think the handles I probably got with a coupon, so they were probably about $7. The fabric strips, there's maybe a few yards of fabric, so I'd say maybe $10 to $15 for fabric, and it's just some I had here at home. And then the 1 pack of the cotton clothesline, so another $6. So you're looking at under $30, I would say, $30, $35 with tax or shipping. If you have to send off for anything. I have Amazon Prime though, so I got my free shipping. Here she is, and I've already got some yarn in here. But it'll make a nice little shopping basket. You know, throw it over your shoulder. See if I can model it for you. I do want to make some, and it could be a project bag or just a bag period. I actually have some metal magnetic snaps if I want to use it as a bag, but it is very flared, and it was getting so big that it was getting hard to manage under the machine, you know, because you have to hold it straight, you know. There's the bottom. But I love her. You can see all the little fabrics I showed earlier, the little green polka dot one. So the lady, she said, you know, make your piping, or weavers is what she calls it, piping or weavers. You make your piping, and then after you make your big long rope of piping, you trim off the extra. So I cut my strips 1.5 inches. She said you could start with 2 or go all the way down to 1.25 inches. 1.25 would have been plenty. But she said when you trim the edge of your sewn edge, that excess off, trim it to 1/16 of an inch. I thought that's going to be way too skinny. So I better do like 1/8 of an inch. So I went between 1/8 of an inch to 1/16 of an inch, but most of it was 1/8 of an inch. And that really, the way that it's constructed, you want that skinny edge. So if you decide to try her video out and do one for yourself, maybe start with a trivet, a hot pad, something smaller so that you can learn the technique, and watch a lot of videos. Her videos are great though. She's very professional and covers all the bases. But that 1/16 of an inch is just right. My next one I do is going to be 1/16 of an inch. Because it gets too bulky and it splits the open, and those raw edges are really, they're inside. There's raw edges right there. You just butt the clothesline up to itself and you keep your raw edges on top. So you're actually sewing from the inside of the bag. I don't know if you can see the outside, the white stitching. That's a 3-stitch zigzag. So makes a nice sturdy little tote. I think it'd be great for going to the yarn shop and shopping at the yarn shops. And I love all the cheery little fabrics that I picked out. They really just cheer me up. There's some coral and purples and teals and greens and yellow, peach, and some there's some browns and grays and just a little bit of everything. But for the most part, it's I'd say light to medium in value, and then there's some that are darker, like the purple, just for contrast. And I was not picky about it. Wherever they landed, they landed. Now the bottom of my bag, I started with that gray section right there. I started with 6 inches. She started hers, I think, with 4 or 4.5 for an oval basket. So next time, I wanted mine big, but this really got out of control. I mean, it's just like, it was so hard to manage on the machine. I would have liked it to have been taller, but it was getting so hard to manage. It was like sewing a fabric version of a record that you left out in the car back in the 80s. So it was had potential to get very, very wavy and unruly if you don't hold it at the right angle. So for peace of mind's sake next time, and I would like one more straight, just like a regular tote. So I may make a boxy version and not go round and round. Just do strips straight up and down and then some around the top. So we'll see. And stay tuned, because you never know. You might see one listed below my videos. Not as a giveaway, but maybe in an Etsy shop. We'll see. Have a good night, guys. Bye-bye.